Hi everyone, it's Jen again. Had a lot of fun this week with the allele community that's been building on Discord. So we did go ahead and do the raffle drawing on stream, and I went ahead and added that recording here just for making it official to show how the winners were selected randomly. I tried to record the audio during the stream and I guess I failed, so I'm just going to be talking over what happened. I drew for Anthony first. He only had 2 entries, so it was between CE and JA. I was using the first 2 letters of the applicant's name because I wanted to try to protect their privacy. Sometimes I was using the first 3 letters if it was a duplicate with another entry, or I was using like initials, but I was able to pretty much do it this way so that I didn't have to put their full name in case that they didn't want to have that out there. So JA was the one who won, Anthony, and then you can see I was spinning for Simon, and the winner for that one was ZA. And then I ended up, next person up was for Nathaniel Devilset. I think I was just kind of showing how you can also go through and shuffle the initials just for extra, I guess, randomization, although I don't really see why that would make any difference. I was shuffling those before. I was spinning them as well. With Nate, the winner was RU, if I recall correctly. I think that's RU is the one that's gonna get picked when it was in between, yep. And then for Isaac, because he had so many more applicants than the other characters, I felt a little bad, so I ended up choosing 2 winners for Isaac. I had 2 copies of his keychain made because I had made 2 for each of them. And I was using his keychain to stress test how durable the basswood was with the varnish and everything. And it held up pretty well to being jostled around in my purse with a bunch of keys and another metal keychain. The only time that the wood got a little damaged was when I was pulling it off of the key ring, like kind of scraping it right up against the metal ring, the edge of the metal ring. So the first initials that I end up selecting was going to be for the keychain that was in mint condition that hadn't been used at all, and that went to SK. Congratulations, SK. And then the second time that I spun for Isaac was going to be for the retouched up version of the kind of stress test keychain, which I think is still in very good shape. It just was moving around in my purse for like a month. And that was going to go to AGA. So I went ahead and I sent out all the emails. I did get a couple responses already, but I'm still waiting on a couple of those responses. So you get an email from wolfmoon@gmail.com. That is me. I am not scamming. I'm just letting you know that you did win and to please claim your prize by the designated deadline. I think is February 21st. That's when I am planning on going out and sending these out. So first time doing something like that raffle was pretty fun. I'd like to do something like that again, but I do got to see how difficult it's going to be for me at the post office to ship these, since I didn't want to exclude anybody based on their country region, as it seems like I do have a lot of players from other parts of the world. These speed paints that I'm going to be showing were just illustrations that I did for Valentine's Day that I was streaming on the Discord. So that was a lot of fun. I like to be pretty transparent about my process. Sometimes I can look back at these in hindsight and be a little bit embarrassed at how sloppy my sketches are, or like how I didn't really draw a hand that all that great or something like that. But you know, drawing is an ongoing problem-solving skill, so you don't really ever get to a point, at least I don't think you really ever get to a point where you just never make any mistakes or you always draw your best. Like, it is what it is. I'm not perfect, and I try to be able to be comfortable with that so that other people who are trying to work towards a level of proficiency can like not be discouraged, can see that like, hey, everybody has their good days and bad days with art, and yeah, I think the most important part is to just have fun with it and to be able to express yourself. So I did get to do those with these little Valentine's Day drawings of each of the characters that I did pretty much just on the day before Valentine's Day, and then on Valentine's Day I did Simon. So Anthony I had done the day before, and then Isaac the day before on stream, and then Simon I did on the day of when I got home from work. I've been also working on chapter 7, so Simon's chapter 7 has been beta tested and everything seems like it's working well for that, so this week I'm going to move on and work probably on Isaac's route, and hopefully I plan on getting it done this week for beta testing, and then I'm hoping that like next week I'll be working on Anthony's route. So that's kind of my game plan right now with Allele. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of other things to discuss. I just wanted to kind of like throw out those updates, just let everybody know that I'm still around. I'm still struggling with my little cough and cold, but I'm still hanging in there, having fun with the community. Hope to do more kind of like raffles or giveaways in the future, although maybe I will switch to that being more like gift art or something if the mailing process ends up being too much. I'm kind of a bit of a hermit when it comes to going out too, so areas like where I would have to go to the post office and stuff, I generally like try to avoid those, because if it's not on my route to just like going to work and going home, then yeah, I like to avoid those kind of places when I can. So we'll also just have to see how easy it is to like get through to the mailing, the post office and everything like that. Hope you all had a good week, good weekend. If you celebrate Valentine's Day, to be honest, it is not one of those holidays that I usually celebrate with like family, friends, or loved ones. It's my adopted mother's birthday, so I did get to send her a card and talk to her on the phone. And that's what I tend to associate with it more than anything else, and with the art community and just drawing like fun kind of like boyfriend, girlfriend, lover type pics. What do you do? Did you do anything? Did you just chill? I like chilling. Okay. I'm just babbling. I don't have anything to say this week, to be honest. I just wanted to share my raffle thing. So take care. As always, you're working on something. Don't forget to enjoy the process, and I'll check in with you guys next week. Have a good one. Bye.